Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're tuning in. Hi, I'm Christina. Welcome to my channel. I get ready for work at work, and here I am at work here at Naples Mattress. Today, we're going to go through what I got in my February Allure beauty box. The box cost $26, and it's well worth it in my opinion. So I'll show you what I got in the box. Also, I'm gonna prime my skin, get my hair out of the way, wet my beauty blender, and we're gonna use the Roxa palette today because it's a challenging eyeshadow palette to use because it's very monochrome. But I have pink pants on, kind of a flowery shirt. It should do nicely. And I also videoed while I was at home these past 2 days on my days off, how I dermaplaned my skin and also my makeup collection at home. So I'm going to throw that little video in as well. To start off, I'm going to prep my skin with the Bounce Boosting Serum by First Aid Beauty with collagen and peptides. And then I'm going to slather some of this Grown Alchemist Hydro Restore Day Cream. And then I'm also going to use the First Aid Beauty Under Eye Serum with hyaluronic acid. It's over here, hiding. To get prepped for shadow. And I'm also going to prime my eyelids. Prime my eyelids for shadow. I think today I'm going to use the NARS Pot Concealer in the shade Painterly. So let me do all of those things, get this skincare sinking in, and we will get directly into what I got from my Allure beauty box. And then into the eyes. Oh, and I also made this really interesting concoction. So this is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I only had like that much left in it. And then also at home I had the Zeesea Cosmetics Palace Identity like Dragon Phoenix something foundation. It's a Chinese brand, so the writing on the actual foundation was not in English, so I couldn't read it, but the shade was too dark for me. So I mixed the too dark for me shade with the too light for me shade of the Haus Labs foundation. We're going to see if this is going to work because I hate wasting products. I hate throwing things away. I hate things going to waste. And I don't know anybody that was the shade of the Zeesea original foundation, and the Haus Labs so delicious and beautiful. I just couldn't see it go to waste. I'll be right back after I prime, and we'll get into the Allure beauty box. Primed up. Beauty blender wet, hair out of the way, eyes primed, all of the things. Let's get into the February beauty box. A deodorant by Mega Babe, the smoothie deodorant, fruit enzyme daily deodorant. I am not going to use this. I'm probably going to give it to my daughter. I use the Wild deodorant, and it's a brand out of the UK. It's a natural deodorant. You get like a metal case and you refill it with the deodorants. It's reasonably priced. It's the only natural deodorant I've found so far that works for me, so I'm going to keep using it. I'm not going to test fate with this, but it smells lovely. It definitely smells fruity, and maybe she will like it. I visited my children yesterday. It was wonderful. With Bibberry, lemon and orange. Hey. Still, this box is $26. I received 2 of these Opalex samples, which I'm going to use. I have the number 9 Bond Protection Nourishing Hair Serum. The only things with these little samples is the writing on the back is so small. I have to get my camera out and like blow it up so I can read how to use it. So the Bond Protection Nourishing Hair Serum. And also we got the Bond Smoother Leave-In Styling Treatment. Adds moisture, strengthens, reduces frizz for up to 72 hours. Yes, please. Maybe. Let's hope that the formula of the leave-in treatment is not too heavy. Lovely samples. I also got this little sample of the 3 Ships Dew Drops. Mushroom, Caduceus, Plum, Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Put that in the skincare drawer. We'll use that at home. See how that goes. Also, the Skin Incorporated. I can't tell if this is a sample or a deluxe sample. It's probably a deluxe sample, but it's a pure deep sea hydrating mask. And I read the directions. You could leave it on overnight. So I'm definitely going to try this. I'm having winter skin currently, which my skin type is dry anyways, dry as a fart. I have a dry patch somewhere right here, right now. Like just random dry patch. Hopefully this foundation concoction that I created doesn't stick to it too much. And then the star of the show that I'm very excited to have received is this by Merit. It is the Shade Stick Tinted Lip Oil. I didn't open it to see what shade it was, but I'm very excited to use it. I'm going to use it today. It's the lipstick that I got from Merit per Morgan Turner, another YouTube content creator's recommendation. This Merit lipstick, it's lovely. So I'm sure this is lovely as well. This lip oil, that's a great color. I like it a lot. This lip oil, I looked at the price of it before I started filming, is 24 bucks. Now the beauty box is 26 bucks. So with all of these products together, win. We'll leave that out. I'm going to put this stuff away. So we're going to bring that home, put it in the skincare box, put it in my, I always have a collection of things that I bring to my little, she's 18. She's not little at all. She's regular size. But I always make a little baggie up for her with things that I think that she would like. Let's get into this Roxa palette. I don't know why I'm so apprehensive at using this palette. It's not like it's so colorful. It's gorgeous. I should stop being. We're going to use this all week. We're going to use this all week, see how many looks we can get out of it. So let's get it started. I'm going to go into this shade in the corner here called Sweet Pea in the crease and transition with a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma tapered blending brush. I brought all clean brushes with me today. I did not wash my brushes. Mind you, I just brought clean ones. Probably when these brushes are all dirty and it's time to bring the D team, I got an A team, I got a B team, I got a D team. I even got a C team of brushes. As you'll see in the video that I'm going to play, my collection at home is quite extensive. Maybe when I'm blending out my foundation concoction, we'll play that video. I also filmed how I dermaplane. I find that the dermaplaning really does make the application, the makeup application, a lot smoother. Like the foundation sits better and it exfoliates quite nicely. My skin feels like a baby's butt right now. I had the last 2 days off because I filled in for one of our other lovely employees on one of my days off. So I had 2 days off in a row. Feels like I was gone for a month, even though it was only 2 days. I am one of the only employees, full-time employees, that has not consecutive days off. I have my days off spread out, which was by choice. But to have 2 days off in a row is very strange for me. I'm just deepening that up. I also purchased yesterday from Walmart an old lady Well, not old lady. Me. Seat cushion for my car. It's great. I like it a lot. What do we want to do next? I think what's calling me is this deeper tone here. Maybe this tone. Let's go in with this tone in the crease. It's called Orchid. A lithe brush, a little bit more dense, a little bit more controlled application. We're going to put this right in the crease. Natasha Denona shadows are gorgy. They blend almost themselves out. And I'm just building up that color on the crease and outer corner. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, the house stuff is progressing along. I'm in the process of purchasing a home. My first purchase of a home. Scary, wonderful, expensive, frustrating, all of the things. But it's definitely happening. I tried to contact the HOA to get that whole process started, but I have not received a call back or email as of yet. So I'm going to have to reach back out to them on Monday as well. Because I need some documentation from them, WIM mitigation report, some 4-point inspection, something, I don't know. But it's happening. It's happening. That's pretty. Now to deepen up. I think I'm really going to deepen up. I'm going to go into the deepest shade in the palette. You can see it right there. It's called Eclipse. It's a very deep purple. Same brush. And focusing it on the outer corner only. Starting it at the lash line and then blending upward. One dippy do will do ya, it looks like. I miss doing makeup on my days off. I do no makeup. I just use a tinted sunscreen and call it a day. I can't remember the brand I'm using currently for the tinted sunscreen, but it works very well. What I don't like about sunscreen is when it burns your eyes, and this one does not burn my eyes. I'll go back in with that tapered blending brush into the original transition and crease shade called Sweet Pea and just sweep it over everything gently. My co-captain got up on the board yesterday, meaning he got a sale. I'm going to go back into that orchid shade. Nope, the eclipse shade. And deepen it further. That's good. So sales are happening over here. I'm just going to take a little medium fluffy, another Sigma blending brush, and just kind of go over the edge of that deep shade so it's not so harsh on the eyelid, in the center of the eye. All right, let's pick a shimmer. one looks gorgy. You know what it looks like? I've never dipped into this one over here. It's called Dixie. Let's dip on in her. There's a couple it looks like I haven't dipped into. We'll have to make our way through them. I'm going to grab my my Beauty Blender Puff, stretch my eyelid a little bit. Alright, that's beautiful. Very much a lid topper, but that's okay. That's gorgeous. Meaning it doesn't have a colored base. It's more of just a light shimmer. A little bit in my eyeball. That's okay. We'll be fine. Probably would go on a little better with a finger, so we'll try that as well. I don't really like dipping my fingers in stuff. Just really blending out that outer corner color into the shimmer. Grab a little bit more. Alright, let's try a finger. Clean finger. Into Dixie. I really didn't give us a whole lot more, but that's okay. It's a beautiful, light, shimmery shade. Not mad at it. I'm going to close this up for now. I'm going to do a little, I'm all about concoctions. I'm going to mix this L'Oreal Lumi Glotion with this Juvia's Place Liquid Luminizer in my hand. Oop, little of that. Little Lumi Glotion. This is the shade 903 Medium Glow. Little dot of that. And this is going to be our primer for a nice glowy base. Now this makeup concoction that I made with Zeesea and House Labs, it could go very wrong. It could go very wrong. But let's see. Either I made a win or an absolute fail. So I did this last night. Took it to bed with me and was just shaking it while I was watching TV to really get a good mix on it. Let's see how I did with the shade. I'm going to put a pump on my hand. I mean, that looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to put a smoosh on my face. I mean, it's still pretty light. We're going with it. We're going with it. While I'm blending this out off camera, I will play the at-home video of my tutorial on how to dermaplane and also what my makeup collection looks like at home. And I will be right back, blended in. BRB. Well, here I am at home, about to show you my extensive collection. But I figured while we're here, if you were ever afraid of dermaplaning, I'll show you how I dermaplane at home. It makes the makeup sit on the skin perfection. I just got out of the shower. I'm all plump from the shower. Before I even stepped out of the shower, I put a mixture of desiccated coconut, which I'll show you in a second, and castor oil
a mixture of those two things on my face and my entire body. Because after I'm done filming, I'm going to go to the tanning salon. So let me flip you around and get situated in front of my mirror. So here I am, sitting at my vanity, which I'll show you in a minute. I already have the desiccated coconut and castor oil on my face, but I'm also going to use, which I use every morning before I drive to work and put my makeup on, this Ole Hendrickson Hydrabaria Nourishing Face Oil. It really does give an excellent amount of hydration that really lasts. Now, when you see my videos, I talk about priming with lotions and serums and all the things, but this is where it all starts. It's going right on top of that mixture that I already put on my face. You're going to look shiny. It really makes a nice, smooth surface to use the dermaplaning tool. I have it in this little drawer next to me. I think so. I don't even remember where I picked this up. It's a Stella. It's a very simple, just little razor. I have next to me as well, this says it's rose water. It's not. It has alcohol in it, rubbing alcohol. I'm going to spray this generously because if you're going to use a razor on your face, you don't want it to be full of bacteria. So rubbing alcohol on it, I take my little clean little towel that I have next to me here always and start to just go in. I have a hand mirror so I can get really close, and I just start on my forehead. I go up and down and all around. Kind of boring, but you get the idea. I get really close to the brow, especially where I usually pluck. Saves me from plucking. Is a great way to exfoliate as well. I very much exfoliate in the shower today. That's what I do on my days off. I use a Tree Hut body scrub all over. Before I rinse it off, I go in with my body wash and further scrub. I do the eyelids. There's a mirror right behind you, because it makes the shadow stick well. Did you see that chunk of hair that came off? Right underneath the eyelids. Right next to the eyelids. It's kind of precarious. Probably shouldn't be talking while I'm doing it. But I've done it so many times, I'm confident I won't hurt myself. So when I go down the sides of the face, I kind of pull and kind of hold my hair back, is not to accidentally snag hairs. And you could see the hair building up there. I do it probably once every 2 to 3 weeks, just to get all that peach fuzz off. Look at that. Ugh. Down the side of the nose. Because the peach fuzz is everywhere. The mustache. Again, jawline. A lip, chin, under the chin. I use that desiccated coconut in mixture on a daily basis. As soon as I get out of the shower, well, before I even get out of the shower, I slather it everywhere. It is winter. Our skin is dry. You don't gotta live like that. have cut myself before. And you don't have to do this for your makeup to come out good. But I find it worked quite well. Take a closer look at things. I really went crazy with the cheese whiz up here. But when we do our eyebrows, won't be so bad. Be gentle around the eyes. Be very gentle around the eyes. And I'm not pressing firmly. I'm pressing very lightly. And there we go. Done. Before I put this away, I'll hit it again with the rubbing alcohol. I'm going to go rinse my face with a little warm water just to get the excess oil off. And then I'm going to go in with just a simple moisturizer. And I'll show you in one sec once I put this away. Comes with a little cap. I reuse it and reuse it until I feel it's not as sharp as it once was. And that's it. It's very simple. It's not scary. And it really does. I mean, I don't even really have to rinse. You know what? I'm not even going to rinse. I'm just going to get a clean... You know what? I'm going to go in straight with moisturizer. Because I didn't see any excess fur on my face. This is the moisturizer I use when I'm at home. It is... Let me just toss it about. Baggy. I have LED lights behind us. It's hard to see. Baggy Clinical Kinetin Hydrating Cream. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my face. See what it feels like. And then I'll flip you around and show you this extensive collection of makeup I have right behind you and underneath you. Oh, that feels nice. And because I'm tanning right after I finish this video, I'm not putting anything else on my body or face. I have as you can see, I'm a little glossy. Maybe you can't see in this iPad how glossy I am, but the coconut oil and castor oil makes a really good base for any moisturizer. I'm going to use a moisturizer specific to using UV light once I get to the tanning salon, because I like it to be nice and fresh. So let me pause you, flip you around, and show you the insanity that is my collection. I turned the LED lights down significantly, but this is a beautiful antique vanity that I got from an antique store. It is painted a hideous white, which now that I potentially, possibly, maybe am going to be owning my first home that has a little patio area, I may be able to make this not look so hideous. That's it. Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath Mothership Palettes. This is basically my Pat McGrath collection, kind of. Holiday palettes from previous years and this year. Odin's Eye. My clean and dirty brushes. And then just a ton of products. This blush that I can't get rid of even though I don't like the color. Charlotte Tilbury blushes, Hourglass, One Size, Natasha Denona more Hourglass, Juvia's Place blush, Juvia's Place eyeshadow. Look at this palette. I'm doing it with one hand. It's gorgeous. Well, when am I going to use that? Maybe, possibly, maybe Christmas time. I've had it for a while. I should have used it at Christmas time. I don't think it's even been touched. more Odin's Eye, Hank and Henry, Pat McGrath, more Hank and Henry, more Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, the Beauty Creations that we just used that collection on camera for a whole week. That's back in the collection. This is a Z palette with a couple things in it. In the middle is Pat McGrath in the front, and the whole rest of this is all Natasha Denona. I love Natasha Denona palettes. I have all the nudes. I think I want the Biba palette, but as you can see by all of this, I don't really need it. Some Huda Beauty little travel palettes. Both of these are fantastic. I actually took them on vacation. Sigma, more Natasha Denona. Another little Z palette. I think it's empty though. Tarte, Pat McGrath blush palette, more Natasha Denona, and everything back here, these 5 palettes are all Huda Beauty. So more. After my little collection of face masks, I'm just knocking stuff over. There's even a little section here where I usually put all of my skincare. Makeup by Mario, Zeesea, more Pat McGrath, more Makeup by Mario, again, Zeesea, that Luis Torres collection palette. Over here is Blend Bunny, more Odin's Eye. Odin's Eye is absolutely gorgeous. This one here is a El Maquillage palette, Tarte Peach, Sweet Peach, Aptly in Love, and then the Zeesea Cosmetics lip gloss. And if you're not new to my channel, you don't see me use lip gloss very much. But I have them. This is Zeesea gorgeous lipstick. It's empty though. And another gorgeous Florasis lipstick. A little bit of hair care products. This is the dry shampoo powder I talked about in another video. I've been using this for, it's got to be 6 months. It works very well. I don't know about volumizing, but it works really well. It doesn't build up any residue in the hair as far as I'm concerned, and I have very fine hair. Wax stick to kind of combat flyaways that I use before I leave the house. Some hair oils that I like to put in the end of my hair. There's a shimmering body oil from P. Louise that I never use. And then on to what I'm working with foundation wise. Let's turn up the brightness of the light here now that we're not facing it. This setting mist hairspray, it works. It definitely works. Not my favorite. Elf Soft Glam, Charlotte Tilbury, a delicious Rare Beauty body mist. It's very nice. Little micellar water, Juvia's Place, House Labs, Tier, Huda Beauty, a little Chanel CC cream sitting in the back there. I don't use it very often. It's beautiful. It works very well. There's no SPF in it, so when I'm using a CC, oh yes there is, there's 50. I don't know why I don't use that. 2 it's CC creams, one of them is the right shade for me, one of them is not. Another body shimmer, which I'm not really into, and this works, but it's so strange to rub a deodorant on my body. Like, I'm so used to a stick. It works though. Jewelry cleaner, and this is all I have by way of getting ready at home. Like if I am going out for dinner, leaving the house basically in a more fancy capacity, a concealer that I don't like, a gorgeous lip pencil by NYX, a gorgeous eyeliner by NYX, black, the e.l.f. Brow the dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. And, oh, this is a black matte lipstick that I'm saving for Halloween. And this CoverGirl mascara that I don't really love and I don't really hate. And that lash curler I don't particularly like either. I have some Juvia's Place powder over here for touch-ups. I don't touch up when I get home because by the time I get home, this makeup is coming off. This is a Zeesea foundation that's way too dark for me. I mix it with one of my really light shades. And a little hair tie, an antique hair thing that I picked up at an antique store. We're not done because we got all up here as well. My Jeffree Star collection is up here. I have the blue palette, the red palette, and the Conspiracy palette. We got some Juvia's Place, some Odin's Eye, that is Rude Cosmetics, and more Juvia's Place. More Rude Cosmetics, more Zeesea up there. And here's my collection of fragrances that I forget I have. Hair stuff is right next to us as well. It's like a little dump my hair care here. And this is the stuff that I got on Amazon to create that castor oil and coconut oil concoction for when I get out of the shower. Heatless curls, my beach waver. And you've heard, if you're, again, not new to my channel, you've heard me talk about my skincare drawer. Well, there it is. Received in beauty boxes, waiting to be tried. And there's another one as well. More stuff. Backup of that Ole Hendrickson oil. And there it is. My very extensive makeup collection at home.
Well, it blended out nicely. I think I'm going to wet it a little bit with setting spray. Not that it's overly thick. My under eyes look a little exceptionally dry. So I'm just going to give my face a spritz with the, Lonnie, make it last setting spray. And beauty blend right underneath my eyes. Like really pressing it in. It's definitely too light for me. But we're gonna deepen it up. Ugh, that, Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Something's not playing nice. I'm not sure what is not playing nice, but something is not playing nice. We're going to move on. What do we want to use for bronzer? Let's use this Dominique Cosmetics bronzer. It's a nice deep shade. Dominique Cosmetics Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium Tan. Hank and Henry brush. As I said, I brought all clean brushes with me today. We'll blend it out further with the Beauty Blender. Stippling it in. All right, we're not mad at it. We're not mad at it. Just gonna beauty blend around the edge. Further blend. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. I really miss using my Revie Beauty blushes, so I'm definitely wanting to use this blush today. And what pairs very nicely with that blush is this Anastasia Beverly Hills cream blush in soft rose that I've had for absolutely forever. You can go directly with the face onto the face with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is lovely. Another Hank and Henry brush. I have quite a few Hank and Henry brushes. That looks a little bit much. That's okay, we'll blend her out with the Beauty Blender as well. Flushed. She's flushed. She's flushed. Knock it back a little bit. Better. I mean, I'm going to have to keep trying that foundation. Could have been a me problem today. Doesn't look bad in my opinion, but we'll have to further test my concoction. Put my concoction in the box. Let's let that sink for a second while I fill my eyebrows. Let's use this Zeesea pencil. Zeesea, another Palace Identity Collection pencil, eyebrow pencil. Don't know the shade name because it's in a different language. Or is this Florasis? No, it's Zeesea. When I did dermaplane, I kind of took a little bit too much off my eyebrow. You probably saw that in the video. But it's nothing we can't work with. It actually gave the eyebrow a little bit more of a sculpted look. So I'm not mad at it. But that eyebrow doesn't match anymore, which is fine as well. They're not supposed to match. They're not twins. The Ardell brow glue is still going strong for the eyebrow glue that I used off camera. Still going strong. I've been using it for months. Let's set this cream products. Let us use for powder bronzer. Let's go in with a drugstore. NYX Buttermelt bronzer in the shade All Butted Up. Sigma soft blending brush. Blush. Further sculpt the face. Distract from the fact that this foundation concoction is a little bit too light. I mean, it's not so light that I won't use it. If you're not new to my channel, again, you've seen me use foundations that were... I actually hit pan on that. Look at that business. That is wonderful. That doesn't happen very often. I have a lot of products. Orgy. Another Hank and Henry brush into the Revie Beauty Endless Diffusion Everyday Baked Blush. This formula is gorgeous. It's an Italian-made bronzy / pinky deliciousness. Buildable. Never looks patchy. Very gentle glow to it, but not glowy, if that makes sense. kind of nervous to set my whole face. Something is a little off with that foundation. Maybe I didn't mix it enough. Maybe, possibly, potentially. Again, Beauty Blender, meld those products together. Let's finish under the eyes. Roxa palette by Natasha. I had a pencil brush with me. Pencil. Well, we're going to use this little brush. Medium sweeper. First I'm going to grab my outer corner and blend in here just a little bit. With this medium sweeper, I'm going to go across the whole under eye with the crease and outer corner shade Orchid. Just a little bit on the tip of the brush. Across the whole under eye. Cute. Not a huge fan of pink under the eye, but we're going with it today. Focusing it very close to the lash line, basically on the lash line. Alright, with that, color switched and into that very deep shade called Eclipse, which is the deep purple from the outer corner. And just focusing that on the outer corner of the lower lash line and blending it upward into the upper. Make the connection. Gives a more cohesive look, in my opinion. And with the big fluffy Sigma tapered blending into the original transition shade Sweet Pea. Blend those together. Gently. The purple will take down the pink a little bit so I don't look sick, hopefully. Let me know if I look sick in the comments. Hopefully not. This is not the look I was going for. Thank you, Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona, we'll see you later. I'm going to, again, set my face. Let's try the translucent setting powder by Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in the rose shade. It's the Ultra Blur formula. I'm going to put it in a big fluffy brush and set everywhere. I was feeling a little sticky. Alright, that did well, I think. Off camera, I'm going to tight line with, if I can find it, Lancome 24-hour Drama Liquid Pencil in the tight line. I'm going to curl my lashes, set my face with setting spray, Then we'll get into the lip. BRB. Forgot to tell you what I put on my eyes for eyelashes. Eyelashes are already on my face, but what I used for mascara was the Paradise Big Deal by L'Oreal. I'm still on the fence about it. I like it. I don't dislike it. I don't know if I like it. Let's try this lip oil. Let's see what she gives without a lip liner. It is the Merit lip shade. I forget. I threw away the box. Anyways, it's the Merit tinted lip oil in the shade, who could read? Pink Beat. Let's see. Cute little applicator. That's nice. Not sticky, very thin, pigmented enough. Kind of a My Lips but better situation. Not mad at it. Going on the desk. Merit. Killing it as per usual. Killing it as per usual. While the mascara is drying all over the eyelids, I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty finishing powder in the T-zone on the nose, forehead. Let's bring down the shine in that area just a little bit. I think I need a skosh, a dot, a light slathering of blush. Very natural shade, Love. But I like a little more punch. Do I have blush blindness? Maybe. That lip oil is good. Merit lip oil for the win. Let's scrape off this mascara on my eyelids. Not so bad today. Not so bad. I think we've done it. I'll call that ready for work. What do you think? Hair's not sticking up. Thank you for getting ready with me today. I appreciate you watching. Like this video if you've liked it. Subscribe if you feel like it. Every day that I get ready for work, I get ready for work at work, and I film it. So come along for the ride. I do get multiple beauty boxes, so I'm going to open them up on camera, see if it was worth my coin. Check the video out that YouTube thinks that you want to watch next, and I'll see you in my next video.